So hello everyone, I'm Billy. So today is the 18th day of making videos and upload to LGBT Daily. So actually for now, even in Saturday and Sundays, in these weekend days, I'm not afraid of suddenly get out and have a time for myself to think about stuff and record a video to record down all my thoughts in a video format. And my dad and my mom is also a very great person. They don't mind me just suddenly going out to do my own things, including making videos or even go to library or just go to bookstore, specific coffee. Yeah, I don't have any restrictions actually. So before, when I'm in secondary schools or even primary school, is more serious this case. Instead, I will have no break to go outside like myself or with my friends. Like in primary school, every day after school, I will not go outside and play with my friends, but instead I will just back home directly, and my mate is also waiting for me. I am just like a fixed schedule. I cannot do what I like, or even what I like will be limited, because first of all, my horizon is really shallow or very narrow. And actually I don't know much things, and I don't have my actual interest apart from playing mobile games or just do some not dynamic, what do you call it, is that some activities that can be done by individuals, including maybe making crafts, watching movies or like that. And before, I'm just restricted to do this kind of activities, and now actually in secondary school is still limited, but I can have some chances maybe once few months or once a year that I can go outside with my friends and do something what we like, maybe walking outside or go to some shopping malls or MTR stations to have a walk and to start to broaden my horizons instead of just always staying with my parents. And also, at the time, my mate is leaves us, so I'm being more independent instead of just everything just sticks with my parents and everything depends on them. But for now, actually, after I'm getting into university, I feel that I'm already from independent, trying to break away from my comfort zone and try to become interdependent instead. I'm not just trying to match my own needs, but at the same time I'm trying to meet many new friends and meet girlfriends. And this is the stage of interdependent. I'm not trying to just do my own stuff, but trying to manage the feelings of others. And I guess this is an indicator of growth. Now I'm actually already more than 18 years old. I'm more than 19 years old, and actually it's normal and it is necessary that I must have this kind of mindset to more enjoy my whole life, having a broader horizons, and eventually achieve the goal of being interdependent. So this is the growth of stage of growing, and I guess it's really a good practice that now sometimes living in hostel is a very, very significant change for myself, and it is actually the first time breaking out from my comfort zone, and I actually adopted this mode. Before, I'm actually a bit afraid whether my hostel life will be similar to those in England, the study tour for 14 days in Farm 2, and at the time I'm actually really homesick, and I actually cried few days there. And yeah, of course, that time I'm the oldest one in the group and I'm still crying. And some people maybe just 10 years old or 11 years old, they must cry as well, right? So at that time I feel like, yeah, I'm actually really dependent, and I don't have my own thoughts, and I'm not willing to break out to my comfort zone. And this is actually the most important part, because break out of comfort zone, as John Jay have mentioned yesterday when we were eating our dinner and having chill in Shatin. Actually, he states an important part he has studied in Atomic Habits, this book, is that actually breaking out comfort zone is actually a really like hard days and times. And when we're trying to break out comfort zone for all aspects, then actually it is like you will make yourself really uncomfortable, because you're trying to change all things in your life. Like for example, before you're studying in Hong Kong, then if you're going to study in other countries and nations like England, then you have to adapt to the environment, you have to meet friends, you have to improve your English in a really quick manner that you can communicate with them well, and as well, of course, and you need to also adapt to their teaching environment, and how you need to know the mode of them teaching. Like in Hong Kong, is actually, even we're in university, this teaching mode is like always giving you homework and assignments, and there are less outdoor activities. So actually now I can say in CUHK is a little bit more activities than other universities already. Like we have compulsory PE lessons for the first 2 semesters, and other sports activities are also available in the future university studies. Like if I want to study immediate level of table tennis in year 2, it's possible for me to register. But for other countries, maybe their university is just like more than one mountain, the size. So just because CUHK is the largest one in Hong Kong already, but comparing to other nations, they have much more land for them to utilize and build their buildings in a more sparse way. So actually, when students are studying there, they will have a more pleasant environment, and there are more places for them to like discover themselves, and even they're just walking around their university, they got many stuff to like discover and play around. For CUHK, actually, the development is also a little bit like dense than other countries. Like before, I went to Shenzhen, the university in Shenzhen, and I can see that wow, they need some like electric battery cars for us to like go around the university. I don't know whether other school bus, I guess yes. And that environment, I'm just making my dad and myself unforgettable, because it's really big. But like comparing with CUHK, and the land is a little bit more flat instead of like being mountainous, like so many steep slopes when you're going to from the like the foot of the mountain to the top of the mountain. It's actually a really steep slope, and you need a lot of effort. If you miss the school bus, you have to like walk over the hill, the mountain, for like half hours. It's actually a bit like, how we say, a little bit like exhausted, and it's really hard. Yeah. So so the idea is that when you're going to you step out your comfort zone for too much, then actually you really need time to adopt with the new environment. Like actually human is actually keep changing. Like no matter the society situations or our personal development, it's actually ever changing, and there isn't a constant time. Like when we are studying the same major and having the same lessons, we don't go to meet new friends in club and organizations, then we will feel that it's actually a constant living. But is actually not the nature of human. Like before, we are too used to this mode, but actually we have to know that no matter the AI technologies or new companies or new development, which is not technological developments, like maybe biology ones, science kind of, and actually everyone is trying to change the world and influence others. And if we are just always thinking the constant mindset and trying to live really comfortable without any breaking out comfort zones or any like breakthroughs in your whole life, or then you cannot adopt with the situation, the current situation. Like when there are new technologies came out or new politics or any stuff you have to face in your future life, then you will be really hard to like adopt with the environment. But if you're used to the idea of breaking out comfort zones constantly, trying to discover what you like, and you try to like even if it's not your strength or you're not knowing that area really well, you still have to like try it out. Like as long as you have the curiosity towards that area or you want to do that is in your ideal life, then you're actually trying to pay effort there and try to break out your comfort zone, and you're trying to like making your person better. Like it's actually a kind of personal development if you're trying to break out comfort zone constantly. So yeah, as well, when John Jay explained the book of Atomic Habits, actually I've learned a lot of things. Like that book teaches us how some small habits every day can change your whole life. And John Jay actually yesterday just told me 1 to 2 ideas in the book, as I've not yet read. So he just concluded a little bit like important points for me to study about. Then actually I feel that that book is really interesting, and I think that actually when you're trying to develop this kind of habits, and it is not like a fixed habit for everyone. Like we should sleep earlier, we should learn what, and it's actually no. That is just a mindset that is not is good for everyone, but everyone got their different thoughts and different interests and even ideal life. So when we're trying to like learn more atomic habits, then we can eventually just like develop ourselves, and we will actually feel the motivation every day. Like John Jay is trying to sleep earlier every day and wake up earlier, like 7:30, and do some exercises. Then actually I feel the same, but I'm not trying to break out my comfort zone and trying to wake up that early or sleep earlier. Instead, I'm just always like sticking with Nathan and Kenson, and they always sleep really late, and makes me also sleep later a little bit, like because the influence of them. Like before, I never sleep later than 2 p.m. But nowadays, just like 2 days before, I'm just chatting with them for like 5 hours. Then actually I've just banged my hole at around like 1:30, and I've just take a bath and like brush my teeth and listen to songs a while, and I actually slept at like 2:45, and it's actually unacceptable for myself. It's not what I can tolerate and what I'm used to. Like this is not the kind of breaking out comfort zone. I'm trying to like tolerate myself and trying to let myself laziness to go wild, and this is not what I want actually.